Hello everyone, I'm making this video to show you a repair that I'm doing about this Akai AM-A200. So this graphic equalizer was with some problems with the buttons. I repaired the buttons, but now I found out that the potentiometers are all dead. So these potentiometers are basically two potentiometers in one. They are absolutely impossible to find. I haven't found a single one or even the reference for them. So I think this is unobtanium, and I think we will have to find a way to fix them in order to make this very pretty graphic equalizer to work again. So let's see if we can save this one. So here we start our adventure of trying to repair these potentiometers. They are made by Alps and they are made in Japan, and they have written on them 100K WX2. So these are basically two 100K potentiometers. These two pins are for the top track, these other two pins are for the bottom track, and these metal parts, this top one should make 0 ohm contact with this track that goes to this pin, and this bottom metallic pin should make contact with this 0 ohm resistance strip on the back to this pin. So I think these two tracks are made of a different material of the one used in the front tracks, because if we measure the front ones, we get a value on a multimeter very close to 100K. So our resistance tracks seem to be good, but the tracks that make direct contact, they all give weird values in the range of the mega ohms, or some of them are not giving any values at all. So only when you get very close you get values on the mega ohms too. So I think the problem with all of these potentiometers is that these back tracks that should have 0 ohm contact, they are all dead. I don't know why, but it only happened on the potentiometers for the graphic equalizer. But on the other models, I don't see this problem. No, there is only one more potentiometer that is for the balance. It failed in some parts, but generally it's working fine. It's a 250K or something, 256 I think. But that potentiometer is okay. The only ones who are failing are these double track 100K ones. So we need to find a way to make a 0 ohm connection between, let's say, this pin and the track where it should be gliding around. So this metallic part. Can you see what I'm thinking? I've already tried conductive ink, but after some usage the ink starts to wear off or to tear off, and that's not a good solution. So I wonder if you can guess what I'm thinking to do. Yeah, metallic parts on this side, bad tracks on the back side. Not so much space though, but I think I'll be doing some interesting thing here. So let's get the microscope and work under the microscope for you to see what I'm about to do. Let's go. Excuse me the background noise because it's raining a lot outside. And here it is, 100K WX2. So these are the tracks that are okay. So these are two separate tracks and they look absolutely fine. Of course, this is a graphic equalizer potentiometer, not a high wear one. So usually these ones go for a lifetime, but not these ones. So these two tracks are fine, but the thing that is not fine is the connection to the back. Or better saying, this connection to the back is perfect, but turning the potentiometer around, you can't see the back part of the metal part, but you can touch it from this side, and I've done continuity testing and it works fine. You see, this is an Alps potentiometer made in Japan, and I've already tried to fix something with conductive ink to see if there's any improvement, but there's not. And you can also see that this conductive material has a lot of wear from low usage. As you can see, this has very deep grooves, and I don't know if the material was weakened with some kind of cleaning material or IPA or something in the past, but yeah. Also on the outside of the grooves, I've been measuring with a multimeter and the values are completely off. So I don't think this is a problem that we can solve with ink or something, but what I'll try to do is to solder wire on the other side of the potentiometers, to these metallic pads on top and bottom of this potentiometer. So I'll try to make a long wire in order for them to reach the maximum length and retract to minimum length, and the wire should follow along. Of course, this is a solution that will not be very durable, but because these potentiometers are in a graphic equalizer, they will not be used very often, I hope, and I think this will fix our issue. Of course, I will have to do this on 9 potentiometers, and I'll show you doing this in one, and then let's see the full complete repair on the board and test it. So let's do it. So obviously the PCB will be here and the front plate will be here, so our wire will have to run inside this space from this track to here and from this track to here. So let's try to do this with a single wire. Now that I've prepared it, let's solder the wires. I'm using a very thin unifiller wire that is also used. It's very common for mod shaping consoles, and I don't think that unifiller wire or single wire is going to be the best thing for this, but it's the most flexible wire that I got, so that's the one who's sitting in. So this wire corresponds to the top track, so we will measure the maximum length and give it a bit more, like this. This is the idea. As you can see, it goes one way and it goes the other way. I think it will work fine. So let's do the other one and measure it with a multimeter. Nice. So let's test it with a multimeter. So this should be an 100k potentiometer. It's not far away. And now, from this point to this point, yeah, there's a value between that. And if I pull them to the maximum, it goes to 97k. If I pull it to the minimum, it goes to 1.6k. So I think now the potentiometer is working fine. Let's check on the top track. Yeah, 91. And if I slide it in, it starts decreasing. Yeah, it's working fine. This is what we wanted. And I think the wires are a bit too long, at least on this side. But I prefer to be on the safe side regarding to movement than to be short and breaking apart. So let's do this for the other 8 potentiometers. And finally, after a lot of work, they are all done. I've tested them, so they are working fine. Let's reassemble them back. Let's go. So now they are all back together in the board, and you can see that this looks a bit weird. This one has the wires underneath those metallic tabs, and I think this is a better solution, but they stretch the wire too much in here. I'll leave this one like this to compare it to the others, and I left all the others with the wires wide open, so I hope they don't get tangled in anything. But let's test this. So the board is insulated from the case. Everything is plugged into the mains, and I'll turn it on. Okay, nothing smoked. There is no sound on the speakers. Ah, okay. Speakers not plugged in. I was scared now. So yes, you can feel. Yes, it's working. And if I pull all down, yeah, they are working. Yes! Let's reassemble everything and test with the proper speakers on the complete setup. Yes! And so here it is, our very nice hi-fi setup. If I turn it on, it's now with the radio on, but you can clearly hear that everything is working. So that was a success, and I'm very happy for it. So thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for your support, and now you know how to fix your Akai potentiometers. See you in the next one. Bye!